Hi folks, David Waring here again with InformedTrades.com and the next post in my Marketclub video trading diary. I've got my portfolio set up in the Marketclub software now, so I wanted to do a quick video to run everybody through the instruments that I'm following so we can see what I'm waiting for to trigger my next trade. For those of you who aren't familiar with my Marketclub trading diary or would like to learn more about the Marketclub software, I've included a link below this video on Informed Trades where you can do so. So let's get started.
Okay, so I'm logged into my Marketclub analysis software, and what you see here is the home page. And you have the updates from the iknow.com blog, my portfolio alerts, which I'm going to go into in a second, market headlines, key events to watch for. And then the part I'm interested in going over with everyone today is my portfolio. I just want to run through this real quick. Basically, when you enter the software, you can just click Edit Portfolio, and you can add the symbols that you want to follow and have alerts for into here. And then you can even set it up so it emails you whenever a new trade triangle takes place. So going back to the portfolio page, okay, the home page of the site here, you can go down, you can see that I've already set up the instruments that I want to follow, and it gives you a nice concise summary of what's been going on there. Now the part that I'm interested in is first to look at the charts, and what's pretty cool about this is that when you click on the live chart, it automatically populates the quote drop down with the symbols from your portfolio. So what I want to do is just run through with everybody what's going on in the instruments that I'm following, because it's pretty interesting what's happened in most of the, well, really all of the instruments that I'm following or that I normally follow. We were in the midst of a very strong trend. It looks like there's the potential that it might be changing right now, but we're not sure, so we're waiting for some things to happen. But let me just show you, because it's pretty interesting to see what's gone on here. I'll start with the weekly, and this is of the SPY, which is the ETF that tracks the price action in the S&P 500, and you click the little triangles thing here to get the trade triangles to come up. And as we talked about in my introduction video, we look at the weekly chart first, and you can see that there was a weekly trade triangle issued here at 125.35. So, you know, those people who had the software then were able to get in on that move, but unfortunately for me, I'm getting it pretty well into the move here. And if you go down to the daily, you can see that there was a green triangle issued here at 92.45. So basically what I'm waiting for here is either a change in the weekly where a green trade triangle is issued on the weekly, which will allow me to get long this move, or I'm waiting for the red trade triangle to continue showing on the weekly chart and for a red trade triangle to appear on the SPY daily chart, indicating that it might be a good time to get short there. Okay. Next, we'll take a look at the UUP, which is the ETF which tracks the price action in the dollar index. And you can see here the dollar's been in a fairly strong uptrend here. And we got into this, or the software issued a weekly trade triangle on the green side, on the upside, at 24.83 on the second. Okay, so then flipping down to the daily, you can see that there was a red trade triangle issued on the 29th, which was yesterday, at 26.38. So what I'm waiting for here is either for the weekly to issue a red trade triangle indicating that it might be a good time to get short here, or for the daily to issue a green trade triangle and for the weekly to remain green, indicating that it may be a good opportunity to jump back in on this uptrend here. And here is the GLD, which is the ETF which tracks the price action of gold. You can see a red trade triangle was issued there on the weekly chart at 81.05 on the 13th. And on the daily, green trade triangle issued yesterday at 73.93. So I'm waiting now for either the weekly to turn green and issue a green trade triangle, or the daily to issue a red trade triangle, indicating that it may be time to jump back on board the downtrend in the market here, assuming that the weekly remains red there. Next, I'm going to look at the USO, which is the ETF which tracks the price of oil. And as you can see here, there's a pretty prescient signal there at the top, 106.83 all the way down to 53.56 on the weekly, which it's still a red trade triangle there. And going to the daily chart, we just had a green trade triangle at 53.92. So again, here I'm waiting for either the weekly to turn green, indicating that I can get long here, or a red trade triangle to appear on the daily chart, indicating that it might be time to jump back in on this downtrend. Look at a couple of currencies here, and it's pretty much the same picture with all of them since the dollar has been dominating price action here. And you can see here in the euro there was a red trade triangle issued at 138.81 on the weekly, and that was on the 2nd. And then on the daily at 128.24, day before yesterday, there was a green trade triangle issued. So again, here I'm waiting either for the weekly to turn green or for a red trade triangle to be issued on the daily. Let's look at pound yen. On the weekly here, you can see a red trade triangle issued on the 3rd at 184.50. Price is now 161.53, flipping down to the daily. And you can see there was a green trade triangle issued the day before yesterday at 154.41. So again, here waiting for either the weekly to turn green or for a red trade triangle to appear on the daily. Okay, and it's pretty much, like I say, it's pretty much the same picture for all of these. There's, the markets have been in extreme trends for the last little while here. So the good news is that the software seems to have caught. If we would have been following the rules, we could have participated in those moves if we would have had the software then. The bad news is that we're stuck in sort of a holding pattern here until either the trend signals that it's changed direction on the software, or this little counter trend rally that we're getting right now across all the instruments that I follow anyway turns back and goes back with the longer term trend. So as soon as something changes there, I'll be emailed by the analytical software. I've got that set up so it's tracking all the instruments in my portfolio, and I'll be sure to do a video as soon as I find a good opportunity that's worth trading, and we'll continue on with the trading diary. As always, if there's any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and good luck with your trading.